All right. Well, I've been thinking on this for a few days, and really want to just like talk about this, and I think this is the easiest way to do it. So, a few days ago, on first of March, it was announced that Funimation, the anime streaming company, is basically merging with Crunchyroll, and it's moving all of its library, its content, everything's moving over to Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll's going to be like the new, well, not necessarily new because it's been around, but like the main force. It won't be Funimation and Crunchyroll. There'll only be Crunchyroll. And as someone that has spent 15 to 20 years watching Funimation content, it actually makes me pretty sad to see them go. But let's go in a little bit of what's actually happening if you're not aware. Uh, I forget the exact time frame, but a couple years ago, Sony uh, bought Funimation. I think it's like 5 or 6 years ago at this point. And recently they bought Crunchyroll as well. So they basically have the majority stakes of like the Western distribution of anime. So I kind of knew one or the other was probably going to go because Sony was probably not going to have two effectively competing streaming platforms together. And it looks like they're gonna go with Crunchyroll, which probably had a bigger install base, like more people probably watching Crunchyroll than Funimation. So if that's the case, that makes perfect sense. But from a business point, after 100%, it makes more sense. So basically, what it means is that till the end of the month, I think it was March 22nd, because I've read a couple of articles and whatnot. Funimation will continue to be hosted, and it'll continue to post the videos and animes for its current airing season. But it is in the process of moving everything over to Funimation. So from Funimation to Crunchyroll. So by April, basically, your Funimation account's not going to be useful anymore, or it's not going to be relevant at all. The site might be still up for a little bit longer, but it won't be updated. It won't be anything new. And at that point, I'm sort of like, you might as well just cancel your subscription as well, which is probably what I'm going to do personally. And we're going to move over to Crunchyroll. So this is the Funimation article. There's a similar one on the Crunchyroll side as well, with a few other kickers and whatnot. So basically, huge news for the anime. Just powered up. Funimation with several millions of anime fans over 52 countries and 10 languages will be unifying under the Crunchyroll brand. Hooray! I guess. This move will include Funimation's subsidiary, Wakanamin, as well as Crunchyroll's Verve to create one subscription service with all the anime worldwide. So that is kind of good. That like everything's gonna be under one roof. Right now I have both a Funimation subscription and a Crunchyroll subscription, as well as a High Dive and a Netflix subscription. So dropping one is definitely nice. Like I'll have one less thing to pay every month to just have content that I like to watch. And basically the rest of this article was just saying, oh, by like some like things that are exclusive to Funimation are moving to Crunchyroll, such as My Hero Academia, Fruits Basket. It's got, and then of course like all the stuff that Crunchyroll has as well. Like they're right here, they are putting an Odd Taxi, Tokyo Rangers, Naruto Shippuden, and of course you can go onto the side and all that, and then quick video of like, oh, here's a Crunchyroll app if you're unfamiliar. I'd say probably a fair few of the many people that use Funimation also probably, if they don't use or at least familiar with Crunchyroll. So all that is really nice. But like I said, I'm actually really sad to see him go. I've Funimation has been my go-to. Oh, the train's going by. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Oh well. It has been my go-to streaming service for anime, like anime streaming for years. Like probably a good 15 to 20 years easy. It was where I would go when I was working retail. I was working warehouse, and every time I would have my break or my lunch, I would go up to the break room, take out a snack and my lunch, queue up an anime, just watch it, recharge, watch something, and recharge for my workday. So I got it's a lot of bias, a lot of like personal like attachment to the Funimation as a brand and as a service. And for what they offered a consistent product at a very fair price, and I really appreciate that for them. Now, love them or hate them, that's what they did. Right? They had some issues, some localization that have been iffy and not great, and like the business side, of course, is a can of worms, really, because like again, like it's another one of those things where like it's a big business, lots of money, they own licensing that are just sitting on and not doing anything with, which is unfortunate if you're a fan. But as an overall package, I've been very, very satisfied with Funimation for years and years and years. So it is pretty sad to see him go. But we're gonna go on Crunchyroll now. Crunchyroll's gonna be at the main place. We're gonna have everything there. So that's kind of what it is. However, I have a lot of reservations with Crunchyroll, and we can start with just a very simple thing. And like I said, start with the price. So, right up until now, if you wanted to have a Funimation subscription, your choices there were two choices. It was either Premium Plus or a Premium Plus Ultra. So, Premium Plus was $59 a year, and basically ad free subs and dubs up to 5 streams. Nice and simple. The Plus was the same thing but with extra benefits. It was for $100 a year. Crunchyroll, on the other hand, here it is either $7.99 a month, $9.99 a month, or $100 a year. So if you're going for the big plan, it's the same, right? It's still $100 a year. But if you're not, it's significantly more expensive because Funimation was basically $5 a month. But Crunchyroll is $7 or $10. So you're looking at like, instead of like $60 a year, it's $84 or like over $100 for a year. If you go like for the mega fan pack, like technically, honestly at that point you might as well just go for the whole year, $99 a year plus taxes, because you save 16%. Yeah. So that's not great. The other huge thing I have a problem with Crunchyroll, and so this is the article for Funimation. Oh, Funimation moving their library to Crunchyroll, so it's going to be the biggest anime library. Is that if you're like me and you watch exclusively anime dubs, specifically anime English dubs, Crunchyroll is absolutely terrible at promoting and even just letting you know what they have. And it's been like this for years. And this is my biggest problem with Crunchyroll as a brand. Because if we go to the Funimation site, go to streams. Let's just go to streams here. Let's go. They'll drop the homepage where we drop in. So these are a bunch of shows. Actually, this is not the homepage. Here's the homepage. The big banner's like, hey, we're going to Crunchyroll. And it's my watch history here. I've been watching, and here's my queue that pops up. So right now, let's say I want to watch a dub series. Well, you look at like say these thumbnails here. It'll say, "Oh, this one's in English," and if it says English, it means that there's an English dub available. I can even go up here and go look at the current season. The site itself has not been great. But if we go on the app. Because I'm realizing right now that this is why the site's been not great recently when they did an update, because they knew they were moving the Funimation to Crunchyroll, and that's why probably Crunchyroll's apps just got a weird little beta recently. That's all clicking together now. Huh. Anyway, but you could basically like, if we go to all titles, let's say, and we're gonna filter by, where is it? Filter by language, we'll go English. Boom. So these are all the shows Funimation currently has that have an English dub, basically. Right? Fair few of them. Current season, old seasons, lots of stuff. And if we click on one, let's click on something I haven't watched. Let's say, watch a lot. Blast Blue, Bleach, Bucky, Blue Exorcist. Let's click on Blue Exorcist. Is there a dub? I'm not sure, actually. So sub and dub. Yeah. So English, Japanese. English, Japanese, English, Japanese. Right. So, okay, so it had it. Beautiful. I didn't even know it. Actually, I didn't notice it was here. That's great. Maybe I'll come check this out before it disappears. But let's go through the Crunchyroll. So this is the Crunchyroll beta. I've been playing around with it. But apparently if you say, yes, I want to try it, it doesn't let you go back to the old site. So this is the site. All right. So let's look. Here's my top picks for me, right? Which shows subtitled. Bisco is dubbed and sub. World's End subtitled. All right. But let's go to. See if I'm not super familiar with this site, but let's go to. Where's my watch list? Here's my watch list. Here's your watch list. All right. So here's Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer season 1, episode 1. It says subtitled, and then here next to it is Tonikawa, and it says series is dubbed. Okay, so this would tell me, okay, well, so the Tonikawa has an English dub, and Demon Slayer doesn't have an English dub. And same thing here. We got Tabu Tattoo and Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. But let's click on the show itself. And let's go to the page. So remember, it said subtitled. But if you go down here, and this is another thing I've never liked about Crunchyroll, is like, here's the season. Wait a minute. Demon Slayer, English dub. Well, that's strange. It could have sworn that it says subtitles here. Oh, yeah, that's definitely subtitles. Huh. That's odd. Well, maybe we can filter, right? So let's go browse. Can I just look at everything? Alphabetical? Let's go alphabetical. Has the filter change? Oh, you have a dub. All right. So this would assume that all these are dubbed. Yes, it says sub, dub, sub and dub, sub and dub. All right. But here's another question. Are these going to be English dubs? Oh, this one is an English dub. Beautiful. Okay. So maybe it's gotten better then. But just for fun, let's just go to subtitled here. Right? So I'd imagine with this filter, dubs would be what has been dubbed, and subtitles things that have not been subtitled. Right? So let's just go through all this. Let's just... Oh, wait. Let's show some subs and dubs as well. Oh, that's odd. Well, what about some new animes? Let's go with newest. Here's which was released in the past week. Oh. Wonder if this is a good example. Let's click here. Kuma Bear. Season 1. Oh. This also has an English dub. That's not saying that it is here. Oh, 24 videos subtitled. And this is for a lot of shows. So I hope you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Is that this is a lot of shows. A lot of Crunchyroll's shows are not properly tagged. There are clearly an English version, or maybe other versions of it for different languages. But, like here for Toilet Bar Hanako-kun, it just says subtitles. But there's actually a Spanish dub and a Portuguese dub and an English dub for season 1. But you would know that if you were just browsing, because it just says subtitled. Why would you do that, Crunchyroll? what why and it's been like this for a while, a couple of years at least since as long as I've been using Crunchyroll, it's been like this. And it also says 28 videos. Well, that's not really true, which I guess it is, but like it's because it has 4 different seasons with different dubs, with the original Japanese and then Spanish and Portuguese and English. So that's 4, because the season is 12 episodes. Yeah, that's 48 episodes. Beautiful. But it's not really. It's just the first season, which is 12, and just in different languages. Which I think is another thing that might need to be fixed. So that's a huge gripe I have with Crunchyroll. Like, their service is a streaming service. It's about discovering shows. It's about finding things you want to watch. But if you are looking for specific things, like if you're looking for English dubs, it's really hard to find it. You're just browsing, you wouldn't know what is dubbed and what isn't. And that's a huge issue, which is not something that I can say for the old FUNimation site. You could just, like I showed you, you could just filter, if you go all shows, go all titles. If you're using the app, you can just say simul dubs or dubs, and it'll just, here's all the dubs, no problem. Heck, you know what? Let's pull up a High Dive. Let's go to High Dive. High Dive. Load up High Dive here. Any second. There it comes. Alright. And it's got these nice little blue tags. Say, hey, this is dubbed. Land Illustrious, it's dubbed. To Love Rue is dubbed. Demon Girl Next Door, that's also dubbed. Hey, look at that. Here's World Before You End. Doesn't have a little dub tag? Well, if I click on it, yeah, no, it's not dubbed. Just audio, Japanese. Subtitles in English. Okay, nice and clear. So if I'm just looking through, I can see. I can even have a nice little button up here. Oh, dubs. Let's see. What does High Dive have for dubs? Dubs. Haha. It's being a little slow today. Maybe I have too many things open. Oh, here's all of High Dive's dubs, and I can do some more filtering. You find out from A to Z, but these are all dubs. Look at that. So if I just go down here and I'm looking for something to watch, here it is. You can easily find what is dubbed and what isn't. But not on Crunchyroll. Oh, too many things. I have too many tabs open. It was up to it's up to the point where to know what shows are being dubbed and if they happen to be on Crunchyroll, because like FUNimation would let everyone know, and even High Dive was something like if you follow their newsletters or even your Twitter accounts, like, here, I have this. For stuff on Crunchyroll, the best way to do it before was just to follow the voice actors, and then they'll tweet, hey, I'm announcing I'm X role in this show. Go watch it on Crunchyroll. Or they'll just say that this is just letting you know that something's been dubbed. It's like, oh, well, yeah, then we could just do precedent. Well, I know it's not on FUNimation because they would have let me know. And I know it's not on High Dive because they would have also let me know. Oh, it must be on Crunchyroll. And then you go to Crunchyroll, you'd look up the show. It would just say subtitled, but you know the actor said go watch it. So you click on it, and oh my god, there it is. It's dubbed. Great, I can watch it. That's happened too many times. So Crunchyroll needs to get that shit sorted. So this is my big gripe. This is why I'm like, when I heard the news about this is one of the first thing I was actually thinking is like, oh, that sucks. Funimation's going away. The second thing I thought was, oh, that sucks. Because Crunchyroll's really fucking bad at doing their dubs, or promoting them and letting you know where they are and actually being able to find them. And then the third thing I thought is like, man, that kind of sucks. Is whenever there's a merger of this scale, because this is a pretty big merger, that means a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. Unfortunately, probably not the voice actors, probably not the like really good and popular directors and ADR artists, and some of the better like known people, but like the backroom people, like, because there was a Funimation office, so there's probably a secretary, there's probably like a front, not necessarily a secretary, but like someone working the front. Some janitors and some cleaning services. Well, that's either if they were in house. Well, now they probably lost their position when the building shuts down. Not everyone's gonna be moving over. So that is another thing that kind of sucks. Just in general, that's just, but that also, of course, that's just like general business things that suck when mergers happen, but it still sucks, right? And the other thing, and this is another big thing, is like anytime we have like consolidation, like of big scale, like this is a big scale. It doesn't seem big, but it really is, because like if you're talking about anime, like distribution in the West and North America, your choices were you had Funimation and you had Crunchyroll, and now they're combining together to make a big, huge library. Hooray! Well, that's less competition, and less competition means they don't have to compete, obviously. And if they don't have to compete, it means that they can be complacent, and they don't have to like worry about their price, because I think it's one of the good reasons why Funimation was much cheaper is because they probably didn't have as big a market share, so they offset that by offering a service at a cheaper price. That now they don't have to do that. Now the only real competition is HiDive, which is the streaming service for Sentai, but it's not the same. I don't think it's not quite the same scale, right? Because like Sentai mostly sells Blu-rays and DVDs, and they have about 500-ish shows on their service. But like now we're kind of just losing one of the three services that we can get, especially if you're Canadian like I am. Your choices were just Funimation, Crunchyroll, HiDive, and then Netflix had some things, and then Amazon Video has some things. But Amazon Video is all over the place for that. Because like it's basically a cable package, but that's something for another time. So yeah, I kind of really think this overall, like, even though there's a fair few benefits that I can 100% see, it kind of sucks, to be honest. And I'm not super happy and looking forward to it. Because, again, like, we're losing, like, right now, like, it'll be, like, a combined brand for a bit. But eventually, it's gonna go away. And it's gonna just be Crunchyroll. It's not gonna be Crunchyroll Funimation. They're not gonna Activision Blizzard this shit. It's just gonna be Crunchyroll. So that's my basic thought. That's just what I think, right? So if anybody at Funimation ever fumbles on this little video, and I just want to say I've really enjoyed your product for lots of years, and I'm sad to see you go. But I'm sure the future still holds some pretty good things. There's still great anime to be released out there, and I'm looking forward to it. And if someone from Crunchyroll stumbles upon my little video, fix your shit, right? Make it better. Hopefully, maybe you can get some of those Funimation engineers to like properly tag all of the web things that you're not doing correctly, and maybe add a dub tab. Hey, wouldn't that be fun? A whole tab just for dubs. You can put it right here under browse, right here under new and popular. You can put dubs. Just put dubs, or in genres. Just put a whole genre. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, it'd be so much easier. You wouldn't have to be like, is Q dubbed? It says subtitles, but I've clicked on lots of them that have been dubbed in the past. Better double check. Oh, nope, just the one season, because it only shows by seasons. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, what about this? Monster Development. I like monsters. Just as subtitled. But I've seen it before. I better check. Oh, wait. This one has a dub. Right now it's got 3 episodes out. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll have to watch it. Even though I'm playing it. I know this. I've been watching. I watched the first 2 episodes. Because I was following a voice actor on Twitter. They're like, hey, I am X character in this show, you should come watch it. It's on Crunchyroll. I was like, oh well, I will, because this looks fun. But yeah, that's the long of it. Basically, like, it's really sad to see it go. Whatever your opinion on Funimation in the past, present, I think they've had a positive impact on animation in the West, on anime in the West. They've created a love for this whole genre to lots and lots of people, and myself included. I guess remember they brought Dragon Ball Z dubbed and distributed it, right? And there's a lot of anime fans in the between the ages of like 25 to 35. That's like that's the anime they remember. It's like, well, what got you started? Well, it was Pokemon Digimon, but it really was Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, so that's the long and short of it. Kinda sucks it's going away. Hopefully Crunchyroll fixes their shit, makes it better. I'll tell you what, if the service becomes as good as the Funimation service was on Crunchyroll, and it works as well, and the browsing's really good, and the player works fine, like it does now, but it could be better, I will 100% give them my backing, as I have been. I will continue to, even though it's more expensive. I'm basically dropping one streaming service, so maybe I'll just upgrade to the big 99 package, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll get more. Like, hopefully we get some. Maybe the things that were stuck in licensing limbo. Maybe things could be just released now. But we'll see. Anyway, that's my several dollars of opinions on that. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, you can go down there and leave it a like and make a flame war comment on how Funimation was terrible for the anime industry. I would love to hear it. And yeah, that'll be that.